Here we go live. It's Sportcast. It's CQ Sportscast number 1 with my buddy Mike, my longtime friend Mike. And we are here. By the way, this is, what's your name, sir?
Michael McCarter.
Did you get that? Mr. Michael McCarter. We call him Mr. Mike.
That's true.
He has been a handicapper, sports handicapper for 30 years.
Here in Sin City.
As long as he's here in the Sin City. Oh my God, I do this every time, dude. I don't shut the volume off. You know when you call in.
Oh, you call the radio show.
The radio
yes,
show. They tell you, listen here.
They tell you, turn it off.
Can you please shut off the damn?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Okay, let's put up that purple bar because we don't want all of Mike's friends crowding in here right away.
Absolutely.
Let's put up the purple. We got the. You notice? Look at our on-air sign, dude. We're going all pro
I
there.
love it.
All right, so me and Mike
What's
have been
the
friends.
purpose?
We got, dude. This is a professional.
He might hurt himself doing it. But.
This is something. So we got. Okay, so here's why we're bringing back. We're bringing back Mike, even though he didn't call the Super Bowl.
1-1. Dave did. I got him credit. He did call Super Bowl.
I got Destiny on my. I didn't really
Absolutely.
call it. I had literally no math and no numbers. Mike
It's the
had
Tom
all.
Brady factor.
No, I just had the Tom Brady history.
Destiny.
It was either going to be Bill Belichick's Destiny or Tom Brady. One of them was going to be.
It wasn't Bill. So.
Bill lost that
Maybe
coin
this
toss.
year. You never know.
So, interestingly, Mike has a very, very interesting way of looking at sports. He's been living off of sports as long as I've known him.
Yeah.
It's not, and by the way, this is intended to be that Mike is not going to tell you he doesn't drive a Rolls Royce.
Do not.
He doesn't have stacks of cash ready to go.
Barely have any money.
His gold chains have all been pawned. Have you ever had a gold chain, like big fat gold chain?
No, jewelry not my thing. But
Not
if
your
I
thing?
had one, it would be in pawn.
But
yeah.
it would have been a pawn. So this is someone who just has a really deep understanding of sports, and I think a lot of you guys are going to enjoy. He's a very funny person. I've known him a very long time.
30 years.
Yeah, long time. So I can attest to him. And by the way, the sports things at times in our history has driven me a little bat crazy, because I gotta wonder, like, how do you because a lot of people can't say, like, honestly support themselves at the sports book. But Mike,
It's
do
hard.
or die.
It's hard. But you're not going to win
done
all
it.
the time,
Yeah.
You're not going to win 90%. You go 60-40, you make enough money to eat.
That's it.
That's it. So that
Even
means you
when-
lose 4 out of 10.
That's the thing. So these guys out there
Yes.
preaching 80, 90% wins.
No one does.
Selling services. We're going to give out your service for free, sir. Are you
Absolutely.
cheap?
Cheap. Very cheap.
All right, fantastic. Okay. We're going to keep this tight and narrow.
I like that.
Tight and narrow, sir. Yeah, this is less innuendo on this show than we normally have. But the idea is to stay very focused, get it done, everything in an hour, talk about the things we need to talk about. Today's show is more about introducing you to our adoring public.
Adoring public, yes.
And then we're going to move on and evolve. And next week, we're actually going to have production. So we're going to spend a minute, probably like $3, on, pictures.
$1 minute and $3.
A minute and $3.
Right.
Getting
Pictures,
some
graphs.
the whole thing, so people can really get involved.
Right.
To
So they can see what we're seeing.
so we have a few big topics today, okay? And we're going to talk about, so let me ask you this. So first, let's get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
So this is either going to be really short or really long, and don't get us
Hopefully
canceled.
short.
Don't get us canceled. No politics and
None.
no religion, okay? Nobody wants to hear that nowadays.
Don't even go to church. But go ahead.
Oh my God, that's religion, sir. Get off the religion. There's people out there who want to go, okay? Oh my
And I'm
God.
sure they do well.
So here's the thing. First of all, I know you know horses.
I love horses.
You're one of the few people who I've known,
See, it's not. It used to be the #1 sport in America.
and now,
Probably number 6.
yeah, not so
Behind
big.
soccer.
Behind soccer, I mean,
Once a year with the with the Triple Crown, everybody knows the Kentucky Derby.
Right.
The horse racing
Preakness.
goes around all year round. you
yeah,
know, 12
not
months.
anymore.
It goes around 12 months, but only people focus on the Triple Crown.
It's the big races.
Yes, and
with
the
big
Breeders'
money.
Cup coming up in November.
Breeders' Cup.
Yes.
So when I was a kid, my grandfather used to take me to Yonkers,
Oh yeah, those are the pony.
and we used to watch the harness races.
That's really, really.
Hardcore. Yeah, that
Hardcore.
Not many people do that.
We could run into 1,000 people and wouldn't find one.
Really? They wouldn't even know who harness
But we
is?
don't have any harness racing out here in
Nothing.
We have it's big on the East Coast and Meadowlands, Woodbine in Canada.
Right.
And Yonkers is still alive because there's a casino there now that saved it.
Yeah.
But it's very, very. I mean, they
Very
run
rare.
for $4,000. for the purse of the race.
The whole purse,
For
$4
purse
grand.
of the
That's
race.
it.
And you'll go into Aqueduct on I was watching Belmont today, and every race was 90,000, just the average mating race, just a 2-year-old baby. Every race 90,000 per, because thoroughbred's so much bigger. Anyway.
Bigger. Thoroughbred's bigger. All right, talking to the mic. You got to
I'm
get
sorry.
close. You got to eat it.
I gotta
so
eat it.
You
I
got to
like
eat
this
it. Yeah, a
thing.
little bit.
Damn.
You can always move it towards. I had to learn, dude. This is a little look. I just literally sit here with it.
Wow.
I hug it. I love it.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
so
It's like Larry King.
this is a bit Larry King-ish.
He's dead, though.
Is he dead?
Yes, he's
Did he
dead.
finally bite?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, finally
he
did.
hung on there for
He
a
hung
long
on.
time.
He was
man.
a huge Dodger fan from Brooklyn. You know, the Brooklyn Dodgers
Oh,
came
really?
to L.A. They stole him from New York.
Yeah.
So New Yorkers are a lot of Dodger fans. So he moved out here, and he's a huge Dodger fan. And they hadn't won the World Series. They won the World Series this year, just before he died. So
Wow, just before he died. I got to see it at Circa, by the way. Before, at the Circa VIP party was literally the
When they
World
won,
Series,
that-
the
yeah,
day
they
they
won.
won.
They won, yeah.
And we got to watch it on all their big
bet
screens.
you were
He
excited.
had a lot of wives, no?
he had I don't want to get it. He slandered.
Didn't he have like 5 wives?
He had like 5, and his last wife, she was really young. He has kids.
Well, yeah.
He's in. I think when he died, he was in his 80s.
Yeah.
And the kids are. I don't even know if they're 20.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, well, he had, I think, 5 wives, and that's what he
So
said.
he had kids older than his last wife?
Oh no! She went
We're
that
going
young.
off the rails, dude.
She was in her 40s.
Let's get back to the game show, okay?
Yes, but Larry King says he said that he hated marriage.
What?
Hated marriage.
That doesn't make any
But
sense.
he had like 5 wives.
He had enough wives.
He felt pressure to get
Wow.
married and everything. And each time he got divorced, he got.
That's like an
4.
addict. You know what I mean? I hate the drug, but I'll take it.
He's not
I'll
Liz
take
Taylor.
it.
Not Liz Taylor had like 9.
So big Brooklyn Dodgers fan.
Huge. Of course, now they're the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Now they're the LA Dodgers.
But you could see him if you ever. I know you watch a lot of Dodger games.
Yeah, sure.
If you
I used to hear them. Believe it or not,
Oh,
Griffith
yeah.
Park.
Well, that's
I
what
lived on
baseball
the
used
other
to be
side
great.
of Griffith Park. I never knew they were there. I would hear them and be like,
Says
"What the
Ravine
hell?"
Up there, yeah, the trap. You must have been.
It wasn't until recently, like I drove out there, that I actually ended up
realized where you were.
driving. Well, because I was on the other side of Griffith Park.
Oh,
So you
okay,
had to
yes.
really Griffith Park is pretty big, dude.
well,
You know, you can go up to see the
Range is pretty big.
The which one?
That's Dodger Stadium.
The Dodger Stadium. Yeah, so it wasn't until like years later that I ended up. But it's anyways. So, but I used to hear it and go, "What the hell is that?"
What's that noise?
Yeah, what's that noise going on
I'm sure
over
you
there?
heard the traffic too. Even
Well, what's amazing is you've educated me on the. It's in Inglewood.
well,
you know
that's the
what?
old former. That's where
I used to see all those lights on,
that was the old former.
and never knew what the hell was going on. But
now
there was a
it's
lot of
Staples
horses
Center
there,
downtown.
right?
Yes, Hollywood Park.
Who knew there were horses?
Not anymore.
there? Wasn't there a basketball team there?
Yes,
How's
the
the
Lakers
basketball
played in
team and the
Inglewood.
horses
The Forum,
right next
the
to
Great
each other?
Forum.
The Great Forum.
The
I never
Great-
knew. All I could see was the lights.
Oh my God, the Lakers played at
Lights
the Forum
everywhere.
in Inglewood.
This is why Mike has all this very deep, probative knowledge about sports.
Well, anyway, now the Lakers play downtown in Staples Center.
They play downtown.
Yeah, the Staples
They're
Center.
a downtown team.
Yes, but now the Clippers are going to build a stadium in Inglewood.
The Clippers.
So they play. They share the stadium.
Dude, we can't talk about that whole
Clippers?
escapade because that would get us canceled. We back in the day
Oh,
when that
way
poor
back.
bastard.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that when he was losing that team?
Yes, well,
and
yeah.
he got busted with his
A new billionaire bought it.
a new
now.
billionaire.
Yes, and he's
the old
great.
billionaire's out.
Steve something. He's
Yeah.
from Microsoft, whatever. He owns it now. He goes to all the games. He's crazy. Anyway,
They got rid of that guy.
he
old
was
guy.
cancel culture.
He was canceled. But we would have the conversations we had about that guy would have gotten us canceled.
We would not
too.
be on the air.
No, we
anyway.
would not be on the air. But that was funny
then.
as hell.
We
All
talk
right.
about Dr. Bus. Well, he was the ladies' man too. The old.
He was a ladies' man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they definitely had some fun. All right, so
Go
here's
ahead.
the thing. So I'm going to tell you we kind of talked about this once before, but this kind of gives you insight into Mike. He knows the horses, which
Love
is great
horses.
because now
Love
we're gonna talk about horses because it's kind of a lost art. Maybe
coming
we'll
back,
introduce
though.
the
Coming back
horses
now.
to a few people.
Yes.
And if you wonder like how to bet, what to bet, why to bet, Mike's the guy. So the one story I have that I tell to everybody if they don't believe. So we're at the Hotel Continental.
Now
right?
Terribles.
Now Terribles as Silver Sevens.
Silver Sevens.
No, they
you're
got
right.
rid of the terrible
That's
name because
true.
that was a
That-
terrible
that
name.
was a
Okay,
terrible name.
there's absolutely you don't
That's
go into
right.
a casino, terrible casino, and
Let me
expect
bet-
to get
let me
lucky.
bet $500 on Terrible.
Yeah, I
That
mean
is
that
bad.
just didn't make any sense. But when it was Hotel Continental,
Right.
there was 3 of us. We were there eating the awful buffet they used to have, but it was
$5.
cheap. It was cheap. $5 with the coupon. You needed the
Yes,
coupon.
buy
Otherwise,
one,
it was
get one
$10.
free. Buy one, get one free.
Otherwise,
You're
it was 10.
That's true.
You know,
You
David.
can't screw. Yeah.
We can find that coupon.
You can't screw up an omelet.
No, you can't. No, they used to make. Actually, they used
Good
to have
omelet.
this. They used to have this one Mexican
Waffle?
cook that made macaroni and cheese there
Oh, yeah?
with the big cheddar cheese.
I see.
That was they had one thing on the buffet that was like.
Well, the
just
buffet's only the
fantastic.
size of this table, so.
No, it was a pretty easy buffet. And Mike always beelines it to the steak, but So we're sitting there, and our friend is known for taking a long time to do stuff. Like, it's hard to get him motivated, to get him out the door. He's a bit slow.
That's true.
So me and Mike are sitting there by the sports book,
yeah.
and we're just leaning in, and Mike's looking up at the board, and not the board that most people. So the sports book here in Vegas, believe it or not, it's pretty much divided between two separate entities,
Racing and
being
sports.
racing and sports.
Right.
Nowadays, the racing part is delegated to like 2 monitors over here, or maybe the little screens on your table, like you go
on
to
individual tables,
the
yes,
individual
yes,
tables.
yes,
But
yes.
most of the screens
Sports.
now are dedicated to sports. It's just the way it is, right?
Yes.
So we're sitting there, and our friend's taking forever. I got a $20 bill in my pocket, and that's pretty much it. Like, none of us have any real money. we're in this. Mike lived with us. Mike, I've lived with Mike off and on. He's for many years. He lives with me now, and there's been times we were
What to eat?
we didn't have a whole lot of extra money, and so on this special occasion, which is one reason why we're eating there, I had a
That's true.
$20 bill. Mike says I can make that into at least 100, because he identified a few races on the board that he knew he was confident he would be
Yeah.
able to win, and sure enough, about 6
yeah.
races later, about $200.
Yeah, we got to eat well.
And one of the last races that we bet on,
Sloppy track.
the track was sloppy, and if you would have no idea this is a thing. So he's looking up and he's like, listen, the only horse that's going to do well is the horse where the tail has been tied up.
Tied up.
Because the rest of those horses hate their tail dragging in the mud.
That's right.
And this was like a nothing
No
horse.
bet.
This was a long shot horse. This was not the horse favorite to win.
He
And
went right
sure
to the
enough-
lead and wire to wire.
Yeah.
Stayed out of that mud.
Yep.
That
And
horse had
was,
been in the mud before.
yeah.
If you see a horse that's already tailed up, you only saw one horse. That horse has been in the mud before.
Right.
So we know he likes the mud.
And knows it, yeah, just easy.
Yeah, he's called a slopper.
A slopper?
Yeah, he likes the mud.
So Mike knows like
His
the
mother was a
trainers, the
slopper, his father
horses.
was a slopper.
All right,
Yes,
so
the
here-
trainers, yes.
So
Bob
we're gonna talk. By the way, we're gonna talk today about the Stanley Cup Finals, the NBA Finals coming up, but before we get to that, let's talk about Bobby Baffert.
Well, let's talk about Bobby Baffert. I
Yeah,
mean, I
let's-
like Bobby Baffert. He's a great trainer. He started in the quarter horses down where you went. The
Yeah, Ruidoso,
Rio
quarter
Doso Downs
horses,
and
yeah.
Los Alamitos in California. And he's always pushed the rules. He's always
Really?
Yeah, he's been busted 10, 11 times in California. His main base is California.
Yeah.
Santa Anita, Del Mar. He's got a beautiful house on Del Mar. Don't hit
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so when the Kentucky Derby, he got busted. He came back.
came back positive for some kind of
Yeah,
plus.
he has a
He argued though. He was like,
He
was
did.
like,
His
I
first
didn't do it. It
explanation-
wasn't me.
His first explanation was cream. And
It
then
was
everybody
cream,
said,
body cream.
He said they rubbed cream on it.
Ah.
But that didn't pan out well. So
Uh-huh.
now his new explanation is that it was from something else, the horse ate. He's actually suing the Kentucky Gaming Commission.
Oh.
He can still go to Pimlico, which is where the Preakness is
Another
at.
horse.
They have not banned
Preakness.
him yet.
Oh, really?
And so, but New York has.
Don't you need Bobby? Isn't he just so big? He's like the
Well,
sport.
that's why Santa Anita hasn't banned him yet.
Really? Because he's just too big.
Well, he
How do
rents-
you ban a guy? You end up with no horses.
Yeah, you're going to take Michael Jordan out of
Yeah, yeah.
We'll ban Tom Brady from
From the Super
Tiger
Bowl.
Woods can't play golf anymore, but if he was big,
No.
you know what I'm saying? But you can't.
Bobby Baffert's big.
The biggest.
Yeah.
I mean, he has so many stalls in Del Mar and Santa Anita, so many horses. He trains for the Prince and money. Yes, but
Lot of money.
But Kentucky, they did it pretty quick.
No, they got him out of there.
Banned.
They're trying to get legitimate. No
Well,
drugs.
That's true. I
They're
mean,
trying to drug free for the horses. I get
and the
it.
jockeys too. It's tough for them to
I'll
make
be
weight.
honest with you. Like the horse thing, it's always been like a weird thing. You know what I mean? Like I don't get the races. I don't get the.
Well, the races are, it's very exciting. You know what they called it, the Kentucky Derby? The fastest, most exciting 2 minutes in sports. Because you make all that bet, and it lasts
Uh-oh.
2 minutes.
I might have to go. Do I need to go? Oh yeah.
We got
There you go.
interruptions.
Well, look at that. We got a little distracted. Someone wanted to buy the checks off the table. Oh my God, how fantastic!
Everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale, Mike. Everything's for sale. Except the price. The closer you get to me, the price goes up. Although you never know.
That's true.
Uh-oh, dude.
Yeah,
All right, so
we wish Bobby Baffert well, but right now he still races in Santa Anita, California. They're racing right now. Del Mar's racing, so it's a big thing. But he can't go to Saratoga, which is the biggest racing right now. All those big horses, big purses. Don't cheat, maybe. I don't know. But he's old. He's in his mid-60s. elderly.
He's made plenty of money, dude.
Millionaire.
Can this hurt him like the long-term type of thing?
Sure. I mean, it could hurt him get into the Hall of Fame and everything, just like it hurts Bobby Bonds and Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds,
and Mark McGwire. They're not in the Hall of Fame. Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
They're not in the Hall of Fame because of steroids, even though Bonds has the most home runs ever. How is he not in the Hall of Fame? He's not in the Hall of Fame. And Pete Rose for gambling. Pete Rose is the best hitter. I mean, what was that? Whoa.
I know.
A gazelle. A horse right
We got,
deer racing. Wow.
Anyways, all right.
Yes, anyway. So it'll hurt him getting into the Hall of Fame and everything like that. But it hasn't hurt him in Santa Anita training, but he's pretty well connected. But yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna have a show just on horses one day. We really are, because it really baffles me. I have so many questions, by the way, and I think a lot of people out there have questions.
I think it scares a lot of people. That's why they don't do it. Just kind of like craps.
There's
a lot of people don't play craps because they're afraid.
They're nervous, but there's like bully jockeys, and then your horse can lose. But the same trainer's horse can win, and somehow you win.
Well, if there's an inquiry,
and since there's
cheating, there's bumping going on.
Or there's bumping going on, and your number 1 horse is now number 4 horse.
You know, Corey Nakatani. You know that jockey because
the jockey, really aggressive, super aggressive. Yes. Like literally fishing pole. Just yanks
he
your
gets
ass.
Suspended a lot.
I mean, he just, dude.
Yes, he sees
that
a whole
guy rude.
But
rude.
So rude. But when he wins, you have to wait for it to become official because there's going to be a claim of foul.
Yeah, he might have. He might have like shot somebody midway through the race.
Yes. He sees the finish line. He's going through people.
Oh my God, that guy. But I mean, if your money's got to be on that guy for that kind of, I mean, he wants to win.
He does. He doesn't get a lot of mounts now.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't get a lot of mounts just
he's
because
older
of that?
now. He's semi-retired.
He's older
this year. When you get old, jockeys they got to stay at 100.
Oh my God! Listen, if I was a jockey, the minute I retired, I'd just start gaining weight, dude. I don't want to say fat, but I mean, let's just say. Oh yeah, I would just be
You'd be comfortable.
I'd be more than comfortable, sir. I'd be sitting down with packs of Oreos, box of Captain Crunch. I wouldn't even pour it in a bowl. I would just put the milk right into the damn thing.
IV right in
I would just IV the damn Captain Crunch. Because can you imagine how regulated their whole life?
They weigh 120 pounds, 100 depending on it is, and they go into like wrestlers do. They go into the steam room spitting. They have to make. I mean, and then they turn 30.
Dude, that's tough.
They turn 30. There's jockeys in their 50s.
No, that would be rough.
They could weigh 120 pounds. Imagine the metabolism shutting down.
That's a lot of fingers in your mouth. That's a lot of
I don't condone
food.
drug use. A lot of them use,
a lot of use drugs. See, that's why Dennis would make a great jockey if he'd have chosen that as his profession.
I heard that about Dennis. I know.
No, because he weighs 111 without even thinking about it. It's unbelievable.
How much you weigh?
115.
Oh my God, 115.
And you're tall too.
They would have to put a sack on his head just to get him up to weight. Because don't they have to add like a? Don't they have to all be the same weight?
They
right,
do
the horse.
The equipment and everything. Yes.
They just
get
add
to 128. And then if you're a bug boy, which is an apprentice jockey.
What kind of boy?
A bug boy.
Oh my God, I'm out. That's it. Bug boy, come on, let's not go down that road because now we're gonna
get. It's an apprentice jockey.
Is it what?
It's called a bug boy. It's an apprentice jockey.
Apprentice jockey,
so
a bug boy.
When you're first new and you haven't won so many races.
Really, you're a bug boy.
You're a bug boy, and you get 5 pounds less. So you're lighter. So
it
helps you win more races.
Wow.
So he would be a bug boy.
Dude, it's amazing because he can eat like Dairy Queen.
Wow.
Like you eat Dairy Queen.
I love Dairy Queen.
Dude. So
ice cream is a great American pleasure.
We're going to talk about one of the sports, then we're going to get to the sports. So if you're tuning in, we're saving all the good sports stuff for last. But Mike could easily be a competitive eater. There's no doubt about it. Now,
love eating.
There are people out there that are going to be like, there's no way I can eat a lot.
There are skeptics.
Yada, yada, yada. There are a lot of skeptics. So let me tell you what I've witnessed. So first of all, there used to be a 3-pound burrito.
Oh, yes.
No. 3 pound. Was it 5 pound?
5 pound.
5 pound.
NASCAR Cafe.
NASCAR Cafe. And I used to work there outside of there. I was OPC for one of the timeshares right outside the NASCAR Cafe. Now, when we say 5 pounds, we mean
it's loaded.
5 pounds. Loaded with sour cream,
on top of it. Oh my God.
It was literally like this big. They served it on this big aluminum thing. And it was normally served to a family, and like a family of 5 or 6, and they could not eat the whole thing. No, not dude. Dennis's family. That's like food for a month, dude. They would be like, you know what I mean? That's like, anyways. But it was a really massive.
It was a large burrito. I love burritos.
So he ate the whole thing.
Yes.
In under 30 minutes.
Yes, if under 30 minutes free. Otherwise, they charge you like $30.
So I've been to buffets where he'll clean out. If you have a prime rib, if you have the steamboat there, whatever the hell that thing is called, he will eat the whole thing. So here's an interesting thing. I ate at a steakhouse many years ago. I think it was the Tropicana Cafe. It was late at night.
Yes.
And they had like tomahawk thing. Okay, it was like 80-ounce steak. It was pretty cheap, by the way,
It
because
was
this was
cheap.
after
Well,
hours.
midnight to 6, you know.
It was, and it's me and a friend of mine and Mike. Okay, and I'm not a big steak fan, but my friend
He's
ordered
not, that's odd.
a steak thing, a same thing. So it ended up. In all, it ended up being he ate like 120 ounces of steak, and he kept eating. And it's not that he just finished a steak. He
Potatoes?
ate everybody's
Come on.
potatoes and sides and salads. He
true.
just didn't stop eating. It was unbelievable.
And dessert as well.
So Mike and down a gallon of ice cream,
Oh,
on just as at a sitting, just as a thing. Like he'll just do it. He doesn't challenge himself to do it.
I do it every
That's
night.
What he does. He goes out and he buys
Right.
a gallon of ice cream, and he'll just.
You don't have to get a bowl or anything.
No, he just gets it that way. But it comes in its own tub, sir. How convenient
Well,
is that?
the big tubs.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable. My mother's always giving him crap. It's like,
Yes,
how
yes.
the hell are you alive? But he stays fit. I don't
That's
know.
right.
It's a
That's
very
right.
odd thing.
Eating is one of the great pleasures
One
in
of
life.
these days, we're gonna have people come down and challenge you.
Absolutely, we should do that.
We should do that.
Yes.
It's so hamburgers,
Nothing
ice cream.
spicy, not crazy.
Nothing
stuff like that. No, but
spicy.
Well, I've been in hamburgers, ice cream contests. They were there. I blew everybody
No,
away.
no,
Ice
that's
cream. There's
true.
no way no one's gonna be eating ice cream.
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think
But
bring
there's
anybody.
a guy out there, Matt Stoney, who eats a lot. He's
Right.
a food.
Well, he's probably not going to be here in
the
Vegas.
the hot dog guy.
That's actually tomorrow.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, Coney Island. On
Oh, the
July
Coney
4th.
Island hot
Well,
dog
Sunday,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
a
I'd love to-
heavy. You can bet on it. He's a heavy favorite.
The thing is Mike doesn't eat that fast, but he could just eat a lot.
I do eat
He could
faster
go
than
on-
most people,
He does, but
but not like that's crazy.
yeah,
Yes, that's
you
a lot
can't
of
you can't have any fun going to Dairy Queen with him because before you hit the door, he's done with his ice cream.
Yes, that's fast.
He doesn't
Ice
make it into a
ice
lot.
cream fast. Yes.
Very depressing. All
Still
right,
waiting for them to get yes. But
all right, back to the sport. That's a sport. A competitive eating is
It is now.
officially
Yes.
a sport.
Well, you can bet on it.
yeah,
July
no.
4th, Coney
Yeah,
Island hot dogs.
100%. I'm with Matt Stoney. I don't know how that kid keeps his shape.
But I
dude.
think the what's his name? The skinny.
Matt Stoney. He's the
No,
skinny
no.
one once.
I know,
no?
but there's another one, Kobayashi, whatever his name is. He's
Oh,
favorite. He's
yeah, the
favorite.
Asian guy.
He did like 70 some hot dogs.
Oh my God! Swear to God. I mean, at
And
that
he weighs.
point,
He looks like Dennis.
it just doesn't make any sense, dude. That's other types of retention. That's anal toy type retention.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to. We have a few things. So
Got it.
sadly, Stanley Cup Finals.
No Vegas Knights.
No Golden Knights.
Because they have no power play.
Vegas got whacked.
No. They finished in the Final Four.
They did well.
That was-
I
they
mean,
got to
and
the
by
Final
the way,
Four.
for a new team.
They're not new
Come
anymore
on.
now. Come
well,
on.
they're not that new, but
But they
still
have in the playoffs
relatively
every
new.
year. They won the Stanley Cup their first year.
I
so
mean,
they got
dude.
spoiled.
Yeah, they got
Right.
spoiled.
They went to the semifinals this year. They lost to the
Yeah.
Canadians, who were in the Stanley Cup. But they were a better team, but they ran into a hot goalie, and their
Yeah.
power play sucked, yes. But no Vegas Knights. So now it's the Canadians, Montreal, and the Tampa Bay Lightning, who won it last year. So they're trying to win it again.
Oh, back
And they
to
won the
back.
first two games in Tampa.
Okay.
And now they're going up to, right now as we speak, they're playing 2 games in Canada. So most likely the Tampa Bay Lightning will repeat.
Tampa Bay Lightning again. How often does that happen?
Well, come on, it's hockey in Florida. Shouldn't even be there.
I know.
What kind of fan base do you have? It's 85.
Oh my God, that's true.
At least in Boston is a big
Big
people
fans
play hockey.
from the
no one
Bruins,
plays
yeah.
hockey in Florida, so it's
Really?
amazing.
It is
Just like us,
amazing?
we're in the desert too. No,
Well, they got money.
I know
so they
people in
just
Vegas
paid.
didn't grow up playing hockey.
I mean, that's true. That
So
is
it's not
true.
like they did in Boston, in high schools.
No,
and every,
when
you know.
I went when I
Sure.
was in high
We played
school,
all the
everybody
time.
hockey teams at the high school
And
level.
in Pennsylvania, we played all the time. We had
Yeah.
a high school team. That's
That's
not
true.
So it's no fan base, but they are a great team, and they'll probably win back to back. So Tampa's like the city of champions. You got Tom Brady. They
Wow,
won.
yeah.
The Rays, the baseball team went to the World
Florida's
Series.
just owning it, huh?
Well, just Tampa.
Just
The
Tampa.
Tampa Bay
Wow.
Rays. Tampa Bay Rays went to the World Series and lost to the Dodgers last year.
Wow,
And then Tom won it with the Bucks, and now we have Tampa Bay winning back-to-back titles. So yeah.
unbelievable.
So-
So you think they're gonna do it?
Well, if you don't think so, you can
gonna
bet
beat the
$100 and they'll give you 1,000.
Really?
Because yeah.
Over the Canadians?
Well, because the Canadians are down 2-0.
Oh my God!
First
really?
one to 4 wins first. So yes,
Yeah.
when just first series.
How are the Canadians not in a competitive?
Well, they are
role here?
competitive, but when you lose the first 2 games
It
and it's
kinda
the
makes
race
it
to
tough.
4,
It's kind of tough.
so you have to win 4 out of 5, and 3 of them are 2 of them back in their building. So
Oh,
it
the
would be-
next 2 are back in their.
So they have home
hometown.
ice advantage. So they go
Oh,
2-2,
wow.
1-1-1. But either way,
Brutal.
when the series started, this is a good way of betting. If you think people, they were 2-1 Canadians,
Right.
underdogs. So 100
Underdog.
got you $300, $200 profit.
Right.
Now it gets you $900 profit. But of course, you're behind the 8 ball. But if you think the Canadians are going to do it,
Huh.
They have a hot goalie. It's not impossible. The Clippers did it in the first 2 rounds of the NBA players. They got down 2-0 and won the series. They were plus 800 and plus 900 on the 2 series. It's very difficult to come back from 2-0, but the Clippers did it the first 2. They did it against Dallas, and they did it the first 2 series.
The Clippers.
The LA Clippers.
LA Clippers.
Yes, the LA Clippers.
Yeah, no, I got it.
The stepchilds of the
Yeah,
Lakers.
no.
In the basement.
The one that the guy had to sell because of his maneuvering.
Yeah. But now, actually, they're almost as good as the Lakers.
Yeah,
And they used to stink for years.
They used to be the Clippers. They used to be the LA Bastards. The bastards.
The worst.
Of LA.
Only Billy Crystal would go to their games.
Billy Crystal.
He was there. He was their
Who's
Jack.
he, sir?
He was their Jack Nicholson.
Young people don't know who he is anymore. he was on the radio the other day, and I was trying to explain who he was and the kind of voices, because he's pretty good at the voices.
Big Cubs fan. Big Cubs fan.
Big Cubs fan. Big baseball fan.
Yes,
yeah.
but he's the first. He's the only.
That's his dream come true, right? To play on the Cubs.
Well, the Cubs won the World Series. That was his dream come true 3 or 4 years ago.
He got the tingles on that day, dude.
And what's his name? Penny Marshall. They were the only 2 Clipper fans for the last 40 years.
Wow.
Celebrities always went to the Lakers game, but those 2 were big Clipper fans. Anyway.
And look at the Cubs and Clippers. Holy crap! This is the underdog king right here.
Yes. He
was doing some voices the other day, and he was doing voices of Sammy Davis Jr. He was doing. Nobody knew him, and nobody knew the voices he was doing. It was so sad.
When you get to a certain age.
I was in a car full of young people. It was so depressing.
He's got to be in his 60s or 70s.
That's true. Well, anyways, so but some of that stuff is lost on the newer generation.
Oh,
but anyways,
absolutely. They don't know who the Rack Pack is?
No. We have Rack Pack things on the thing, and no one knows, Sands, huh?
Sammy Davis.
Why do you have sand out here? I don't understand. And it doesn't make any sense.
They're
to
Britney
anybody.
Spears fans and stuff like
that. Yeah, no. Britney Spears, dude. She's a little long in the tooth now. You got to move on now.
Well, she's in the news because of the conservatory yesterday.
Yeah, because
she can't do anything. She's got all that money. She can work, but she can't pick out the tile in her bathroom.
Listen, oh God, I got so many opinions about it. I just read that whole story today,
and then the judge just denied her.
How do you deny a person
a 39-year-old woman
who
makes millions of dollars a year for you? So she can go to work every day, right?
But
she can't get married and can't have children, and she can't pick out the color of her house. That's insanity.
No, I think
I never heard of such a thing. I heard it for old people.
How do they? But that's what I'm saying.
It's going on for 13 years.
No, I don't know how they.
Now, obviously, she has some kind of psychological problems.
Okay, well,
I can't believe that.
No.
She's made $100 million.
All right, well, now we're off. She's not playing sports, sir. Okay, let's get back to that.
She might be over. She's over playing a holiday. She might be playing blackjack.
You got to understand, if you're on board on this sports show, prepare to have other types of. Prepare to have tangents.
Because Vegas is a very interesting city.
It is a very interesting city, but it's not just about the games.
No.
It's about the people, about the color, the life, the living. Little drugs, little money, this kind of thing thrown in, mixed.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It is 24, mostly. Although nowadays, they got enough. You can't even go to restaurants late now. They don't have any help.
They don't. I don't want to say the
bars are closing.
I don't want to mention
early.
the hotel I did. They had no room service. And at 10 o'clock, all the restaurants closed.
Everything.
I was staying, I came down, to eat.
Yeah.
And I wasn't on, this was an off-strip hotel. And I went there and I'm like, your cafe's closed? Everything's closed? Like, yeah, we can't get any help.
It's very depressing.
But I think it's coming back now, but go ahead.
All right, so here we go. So Stanley Cup Finals. Stanley Cup Finals. We're thinking
Tampa Bay's going to win.
We're thinking Tampa Bay. Wow, that's impressive.
Back to back.
That's even more impressive. Not big. When I was going to school, high school, there used to be a hockey team. When I moved, in LA, they trade the hockey team for a swim team. They strip down. We add clothes.
You do have the LA Kings hockey team now.
No, that's true.
Right.
But I'm talking about the high school. Not a lot of hockey in high school.
No.
But in New England, hockey all the time.
Oh my
That's
God.
the thing. We even had a snow ski. We had a downhill ski team. We had a competitive ski team.
Everybody played ice hockey.
I was on that team, dude.
Competitive ski team?
Oh, hell yes, I was. Yep. Every Wednesday, we would drive up to Vermont, and we would go downhill skiing.
Hunter Mountain in New York.
I was a kamikaze skier. I just went straight. I didn't go side to side like a lot. I just went straight.
That's the quickest way before.
No, that is. No, I just go low, just hit it low, stay low on my low in my boots, and I would target as I went up. If I went up the T thing or I went up the gondola, whatever it was, I would always have someone. There was always some lazy person.
They call it the gondola.
The gondola, the lift, whatever. The lift, okay, or the T. I forget what it's called. I'm getting old, sir.
It's called the lift.
Okay. And there was always one lazy spectator, someone's mom or someone's grandma or someone's dad standing at the bottom, waiting for people to come down.
The person
and
that
I would
finished
tag
last.
them. Me and my friend, he would always tag them, and so
Oh,
here was the
that's not
game.
very nice,
The
yeah.
game was if I ran into them first, would they stay up long enough for my friend for them to
To
stop
push
my
him over.
friend, or would they be down on that? It was a terrible way to go. But now think about
when you're
this.
young, you know.
You are young. You
Yeah,
know, I'm
you
8
know.
years old, 9
you're
years
bored,
old.
yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's my backstop. And then we would sort of wager whether the backstop would be up long enough to get the next person. That was an ongoing thing.
We cause an avalanche that kills
God, I
grandma.
sucked as a kid, didn't I? Anyways, all right.
Well, you know.
So next up we have
repent, but go
NBA
ahead.
Finals.
Yes.
NBA Finals.
But it's marred, but everybody got hurt.
Everybody got hurt?
So all the stars, you know who
Wow.
LeBron James is? LeBron James,
Sure.
yeah. He got hurt. Anthony Davis is the Lakers' second best player. He got hurt. Kawhi Leonard, your Clippers fan, best player, got hurt.
Yep.
So and now
He says that facetiously, by the way. I
That's
refer to
right.
all sports as sport ball.
Yes. And so
Like,
the two teams that are playing tonight, Milwaukee and Atlanta, both their stars are out. Trae Young may play tonight, but Giannis, one of the best players, he's out.
Sure.
So it's just by attrition. And the biggest team that was supposed to win it was the Brooklyn Nets because they had three
The Brooklyn Nets.
The Brooklyn Nets.
Wow.
Not the New York Knicks, the Brooklyn Nets, yes.
Wow. Is this a new team?
Yeah,
How new?
No, at least 10, 12 years.
Oh, my God. Where have
Used
I
to
been?
be in the New Jersey Nets. She's playing the Meadowlands.
Oh.
Now they play in Brooklyn, but they went and got Kevin Durant, the best player in the NBA.
Oh, okay.
And then James Harden and
You
Kyrie.
say that. Is that an opinion,
No,
or is that
that's-
just you saying that?
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Oh, God. You
Now
might get
LeBron
some
is best
shade,
all
man.
time.
A LeBron?
Is the best. No, I mean besides Michael Jordan, but that's a debate.
Okay,
yes,
but right
LeBron
now,
is older.
Durant
yes,
is the
because
guy.
He's older. Anyway, he
Got it.
went there, and then two other stars went with him. The two other stars got hurt, so
Oh.
they didn't win. So now you're left with three teams that are not the best teams, and it's Atlanta and Milwaukee. The winner plays Phoenix.
Okay.
Do you have a selection there?
Yeah.
Phoenix.
All the Nets
Phoenix
got
will be
hurt.
favored.
All right. So Phoenix is going to be
So
favored.
they're waiting at home now with Chris
Okay.
Paul. Chris Paul's finally got to the finals. I know everybody wanted him to be there. He used
Got
to
it.
play for your Clippers too. And
My Clippers.
yeah, yes, you and Donald Sterling.
The only team I was ever really partial to was the Celtics. Back when Larry Bird was and Kevin McHale. I actually
Oh, yes.
I met Kevin
I've
McHale
seen that
at
here.
Shoppers World.
Oh, you said told me that.
The
yes.
longest arms I've ever seen on my mother even was like, how long is that man's arms?
Yes, he had the
He had the long and sunken
Yeah,
in chest.
sunken in chest,
I
yes.
mean, he looked like basketball. Like he was born to play basketball, quite literally.
Or yeah, I thought more of a Herman Munster type thing. But,
Oh my God, he had the longest arms I've ever
Yes,
seen. Me
yes.
and my mother just sat there with our
and you
mouths
saw
open.
it was hard for him to walk. It was so weird.
He was a tall man.
Yeah, it's very tall. Very
I mean,
awkward.
very awkward
Very
looking
awkward.
dude. Yeah, no.
But he was great, and the Celtics were great back then. Not so great now.
No.
But, you know.
different team now.
Yes.
All right, so everybody
Brad
hurt
Stevens.
themselves. So Kevin Durant, so he's now the number one player in the NBA
Yes,
now.
and they were heavy favorites tomorrow
Is
because
LeBron James still playing?
yes, but he got hurt. He's
Oh, he's
LeBron
hurt
James-
now.
He's in his, I guess he's 36.
He's out of his
37.
prime.
Well, 36, 37, playing against 23 and 21.
Okay.
He's still good, but he gets injured now and he can't do what he used to. Obviously, no one can when they were 23. He
Yeah.
came in the league when he was 18, 19, so he's been in the league forever.
Yeah.
So and so the wear and tear. So
Well,
he
he's
got
moved
injured.
on to movies and all
Yes,
this
he's
stuff.
got Space Jam's coming out now.
Oh, he's got Space.
Yeah,
the new
because Michael
Space
Jordan
Jam.
did that. Yeah, a little
Oh.
competition with MJ.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it just came out. I think this weekend.
Space Jams?
Yeah, Space
oh
Jams
my
too. Yes,
God.
yes.
That's,
LeBron's big.
That's a little weird.
Yes, he's
I
actually
gotta
shot
say.
at Michael Jordan. but
Is it
anyway.
really?
Oh, sure.
He recruited them all to do that?
Yes.
Oh my God. Anyways. all right,
Anyway,
let's
yeah,
move
so
on.
that's going to be the finals. Probably going to be Milwaukee against Phoenix. Pretty
Okay.
boring. No one, no stars. And then Phoenix will probably win it all again.
All right. So what kind of action? So here we are. We're on a Friday. What kind of tickets do you have for tomorrow?
Well, first of all, I have tickets for tonight in baseball. So what's going on right now, big time, is baseball.
Baseball. Okay, let's get to baseball.
So we don't have a baseball team here, and so we have to be Dodger fans. I think the Dodgers were losing 3-1 as we went on the air. But,
Oh, really?
But the Dodgers won the World Series last year. They're favorites.
They're
So,
favorites. Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll be betting baseball and the horses.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well,
So you
Saturday
still-
and Sunday's big horse day.
Okay.
$1 million races and
So
everything.
are you able to share any, on a weekly basis, can you share horses? Do you
Sure.
know horses that you think
Sure.
are favored? You can. You
Sure.
can write those. Oh, we're going to have those lines
Absolutely.
ready.
Absolutely.
So people can share some of your,
Sure.
maybe get some insight into what they
yes,
want
and
to do.
Saratoga's coming up in Del Mar.
Because I will say this, horse racing here in Vegas is actually a lot of fun.
It is very exciting.
You can go out for a whole day.
Oh, my God.
It's not like betting baseball, because
No.
baseball you got to bet, you wait for the thing. Yeah, exactly.
3
You're just
hours
waiting
later.
to see what the ticket is.
Okay. Within 2 minutes, you'll be winner, loser.
You get the horses over and over and over again.
Keep coming.
That's
And
why
with
I don't know-
simulcasting, you get them all around the whole
That's
country.
it. So I don't understand. Like I have a friend of mine, and we used a longtime friend, and we used to go out, Matthew, And we used to go out all the time. And Mike introduced us to it. By the way, I would never have done this with Mike many years ago.
Horse racing's great.
I was at the Gold Coast. That was kind of the first time I saw you handicap a race.
Well, you saw me ride a horse in Boulder Station when that horse screwed me. Couldn't get up that 10.
Oh, yeah, no. And we were at it's the first time I ever saw you scream in public, dude.
Just wouldn't whip that horse. You finished second. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but it was so fun because we sat there.
Yes, you can read the form.
And
you have 20 minutes between each race.
And once you know a little bit,
sure, you know the trainers, the jockeys.
You see the horses warming up, paraded
Sure,
out.
yes.
And you can pick a feature of the horse. So Mike actually taught us to look at the rump and see how they might look, see what kind of power they have. Because sometimes there's things that you
Especially
feel like
sprinters. You don't want a big, large sprinter.
Yeah,
for
so
6 furlongs. Yeah.
There's a way to look at the horses see how
that's why the state.
they're acting.
That's why the state and the game makes them come out for 10 minutes so people can see what they're getting.
And it's a lot of fun because again, every 2 minutes or every 5 minutes you got a new race coming up.
And it's even funner to go to the track. Drinks, food, very exciting.
Yeah.
And the young people are starting to get
We
into
went
it
to
now.
Rio Doso. You gave us all 7 picks.
Yes,
if I had followed you, if I had parlayed, there was one race.
Yeah.
You got whacked on race number 4, but you
Inquiry.
made up for 5, 6, 7.
Right, yes.
You got a long shot. I actually called Mike. We're at Rio Doso, the quarters.
Yes.
We called Mike. We're like, dude, we're at this racetrack. Can you give us some wins? And he gave us 7 horses, 7 races.
Your mother, right? Yeah.
First 3 were winners. The first one was a long shot you gave us. That one right out the gate. We were so excited because it was like a
money in your pocket early. So
I was like, holy crap.
It's going to be a good day.
It was going to be a good day. Luckily, I didn't parlay at all. But the 4th race we lost.
Done.
We won the first 3, lost the 4th, and then won the next 3. It was fantastic. I didn't win as much as I could have, but I bet conservative, thankfully, because that 4th race would have lost anyways.
You never know, yes.
But we still ended up winning a couple $100.
But if you make it a day out of like Del Mar on the beach with great restaurants, drinking, it is, and young people are now getting into it now because they market it to young people now.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. I mean,
it's a lot of fun.
You get to walk out with your form, look at the horse. You look at you're right there. You're literally.
It's like interactive.
You can stare at the jockey. Now, of course, people scream bad things at the jockey when he comes back and loses. But anyway, it's very exciting. Now they get 30,000, 40,000 people at Belmont and Del Mar. It's very exciting. Yes.
No, I think so.
I think if people tried it, they'd like it a lot.
I think
more.
there's an opportunity for horse racing to come back. I really do.
I agree.
I think young people today, because young people today love social
They're doing
engagement.
that down in Churchill Downs. They're marketing to young people.
100%.
Friday nights they have a band and everything, and so it's really working.
Because someone like Dennis, by the way, is all about the experience. Believe it or not, Dennis doesn't stay on his phone all the time.
Oh,
he
really?
loves to be engaged. He loves the experience. Yeah, 100%.
He might like it. He might like it.
The smell, the speed, the energy, all those things.
They want the smell
he
of the
enjoys,
horses.
but that's all part of the experience.
Absolutely.
Being part of the track,
absolutely,
right?
Yes.
And I mean,
because they take dumps all down.
Yeah, they take a lot of dumps.
They do. They dump all. They just keep dumping.
While they're running, they just keep going. It just doesn't not phased by it. That's going to be me in a couple of years, sir. Okay, I'm going to be not even phased. My mother's almost there, but that's a whole nother story. All right. Anyways, all right. Ready?
Horse racing, young people, you should get into horse racing.
It really is a lot of fun, dude. I mean, I want to.
And it's up to the tracks to market it like Churchill does.
100%. I really wish more people.
And now Del Mar, now for the first time, they're having a Friday and Saturday. They have bands now too, just like Churchill.
Yep.
They're copying, make a whole night of it.
Even at the casino, you could get a booth. Some of the casinos have your own booth.
I used to live at the Hard Rock. I got a booth right there. I got all the
you
tracks
get your own
New York,
TV,
everything.
You can eat food.
Absolutely.
You bring your hamburgers
Drinks.
and everything else. You can make a whole day of it.
Absolutely.
Have your own space,
and
your
it's
own
exciting
area.
when you have, even if you have a $20 ticket.
Yep.
For those 2 minutes, you own that horse.
That's it.
And it's very exciting.
It really is, and you get to watch it, and and then you can bet trifectas and doubles. You can do all
pick sixes. Come on.
Yeah, the whole, and you can win some real money.
Absolutely,
some great money.
Pick
even
six.
betting small.
Sure.
Even betting $2,
$2 pick six pays
$30,000,
$40,000.
All right, what else do we got? So let me. So what are your
the
tickets
NBA.
for tomorrow? What's your bets for tomorrow? What do you got?
I don't know because I have to look at the pictures and everything.
All right,
that comes in tomorrow. But I did bet the Phillies run line tonight.
Okay.
When I left the air, they were winning 3-0, so I don't want any bad news for anybody.
And the run line means that
run
all they
lines
got to
have
do
to
is
win by 2.
Oh, they got to win by 2.
So it pays more, so it's plus 150. So 200 gets you 500.
Got it.
Just winning it, 200 would only get you like 360, something like that. So it's called the run line. You have to win by 2 runs. It's 1.5. There is no half. So you either win by 2 or not. Same thing in soccer and everything like that. And now, betting-wise, now the big soccer tournament's going. And, of course, your guy plays tomorrow. You can bet on him. He's minus 250 Roger Federer.
Who? Oh, Roger Federer.
He's playing a British guy I
yeah.
never heard of, but he's at Wimbledon. You know.
Poor Roger.
Poor Roger.
He was gonna. Djokovic is on his tail.
Djokovic one more.
Djokovic's gonna eat him for lunch.
He is.
Dude.
Djokovic's favored to win this one.
He's favored to win all of them.
Yes. He just because Nadal's out.
I was trying to explain to Dennis the other day how in the very beginning, Murray used to be the head case.
He
was
lost
the
today.
basket
He
case.
came back from his surgery.
Murray?
He won his first 2 rounds. He lost in the third round. He's still a head case.
No, see, the thing is, Murray would have been, if it wasn't for his head case, he would have been a great tennis player.
Psychologist.
He was still a great tennis player, don't get me wrong.
Won Wimbledon, a gold medal in London, yes.
But his head, he would just fall apart. And if people don't understand, tennis is a head.
It's like golf. You're out there by yourself.
You're out there by yourself. It's a very psychological game.
Oh, no, it's no teammates.
I've been up 2 sets in a tournament and the championship tournament and just lost it and lost the next 3 sets and lost the entire tournament.
So quickly.
I remember the guy's name too, Mike. His name was Mike.
Don't
Mike
blame it on all.
Oh my! I broke a
racket.
Had a great name. I lost it. I just absolutely. So I know. I could feel
and
that.
You know how quickly it turns.
And Roger Federer was always a cucumber. Just so he made it
look
so
sweat.
effortless.
Doesn't even sweat.
Bouncing around the court.
It's just amazing. It's sad to see him still playing now because now he can't compete at the highest level, but he can still get to the.
Some great shots. I mean, his shots are fantastic.
And Wimbledon's his favorite.
It's so great to see him just floating around.
And now
he
had surgery, so he's last 2 years. He came back. He got to the third round.
It's going to be fun to watch it for a few more years, but it's going to be hard for him to win a big one.
Right, because Nadal already has 20.
Do you think Nadal beat him? Nadal's got a nicer boat, by the way. He's got that catamaran.
Well, he got rid of his uncle. Now he can spend all his money. He was kind of like Britney Spears.
I don't know what was going on.
He must have had a conservative strip there, too.
No, I don't know what the hell happened with that
He used to stay in a little hotel.
Dude, made no
guy's
sense.
making $100 million.
The guy's
Something's a little weird over there.
I think I heard a story of him being in a hostel one time.
Yes,
I don't know if that was right.
So when Roger Federer took out a whole hotel, a house, a mansion, and he brought his chefs. And he had an entourage of like 30 people.
Yeah,
and
Federer.
Little old thing at Nadal stays at a little hostel.
A hostel, dude.
They make the same money.
Squeezing over here, man.
Yeah, so they're, maybe.
I don't understand that.
Maybe he's
got bunk beds. He's got to choose. That's his
Excuse
choice.
me, I'm Rafael Nadal. Can you?
Yeah. Yes. Can I get the bottom bunk?
So, but obviously Djokovic is going to pass everybody,
dude,
because he has 19.
He's a machine, man.
He actually beat.
Absolute
well,
machine.
he's going to pass everybody because he beat Nadal at the French Open this year.
Yeah, no.
So if Nadal doesn't win the French, he doesn't win anything.
And it's interesting. So I know more about tennis, obviously, but Djokovic came into this early on in his career as being the bad boy.
Well, he was. Now he's a good guy.
He could get sponsors, and he hated that. He hated that he was always seen in this negative light because he just looked very intense and he sort of overreacted in some cases.
If you were walking across a bridge, you saw him, you'd go the other way.
He wasn't a sportsman like Federer. Federer was sort of the high bar, and Djokovic was the low bar when it came to sportsmanship.
Yes.
So all the the Rolexes and things like this, all these big sponsors kind of avoided
them. Can't have
them.
a maniac like Djokovic.
But now
it's turned.
Now it has turned.
He's older, mature.
He's elegant.
He used to smack his racket. I mean, the U.S. Open last year, he got disqualified. He would have won because he hit the ball boy with a ball.
Well, yeah. You can't hit the ball boy with a
no,
ball.
No, you can't.
He's the one who just smacked it, right? Is that lady, right?
Yes.
It was a woman. It was a ball woman.
And, he didn't mean to hit her, obviously. But you could hit a fan. So he got disqualified. He would have had another major.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but he will pass Roger so both will pass. Machine.
And I honestly think this is it. Once Djokovic gets all his,
I think so.
I think that's it.
Well, Serena lost in the first round. She retired. She's injured. And
Serena lost. She's out.
Well, she withdrew in the first round.
That's
a lot of people got injured because they haven't been playing on the tour, long story short.
Yeah,
so
COVID.
Everybody's slipping.
Whack.
So she can't get that 24th major. It's been like 3 years, and she's getting older. She had a baby.
And what's that lady's name? Margaret something. Yeah,
I thought it was
chasing.
Steffi Graf. Is it Steffi Graf?
No. She's already tied with Steffi.
And
there's the one other one.
Court?
It's Margaret Court. I think that's right.
I don't know. You might want to check our fact check.
Yeah, you might want to fact check.
I don't want to sign on to that.
But there's someone because Steffi won. She's tied with Steffi.
She's tied.
Sure
she has one more.
Yeah.
But still, Serena's probably the greatest.
But I think Serena's probably the greatest.
Yes, and I think I still think that Federer is the greatest, but he won't get it because Djokovic would probably have 25 majors.
Djokovic is no.
I always thought Pete Sampras was the greatest until Roger Federer came along.
Yeah, no. Who? Sampras who?
Like, what? And now they're going to say Roger who when Djokovic is at 25.
Yeah, no.
And Nadal's at like 21.
On clay, Nadal goes down as the greatest.
Well,
clay.
Djokovic I think is the only one that has a double Grand Slam. He won all twice.
Oh my God!
And he's going to have more majors.
Bastard.
It's kind of like Jack Nicklaus and Tiger Woods. If you don't have more.
Every time I watch Federer, he's
older and older.
Dude. I don't know. I'm the bad luck for him when
you can bet him tomorrow minus 250.
Minus 250.
He's favored.
He is
against
favored.
A British guy I'd never heard of.
That's why.
And then you can bet if he wins in straight sets. It's only minus 120.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should win anyway.
All right,
That's what's going on in Wimbledon as well.
Yeah,
Just so you know,
I know.
big
It'll be
soccer.
interesting to see some of the young people coming up, but I don't even recognize anybody on tour.
Well, there's a
anymore.
young kid from Tennessee. I saw he played
Tennessee.
today.
Wow, an American player?
Yes.
No way.
Yes. Tall kid. He's only 20, and he won. He's into the third
Wow.
round. Cadora
Do
or
they
something?
play tennis in
Well,
America
listen,
anymore?
we don't
Is
have any
anybody-
men's. I mean, who
Men's are getting like just
women's? We
smoked.
still have people, but men is
the
first,
Bryan brothers.
They retired.
They retired.
They retired.
That was the end of the whole American entourage.
Well,
dude.
no, I mean I think our last number one was Roddick.
Yeah, Andy Roddick, dude, out.
Out. I mean, now
He won
Corey
one.
doesn't play.
He won a US
Won
Open,
U.S.
though.
Open. He should have won. Well, he should have beat your boy Roger in Wimbledon.
Nah.
But we don't have any queries. We don't have any. Isner can't even make any tournaments.
See,
anymore.
that's a
Nobody.
disappointing one because everybody counted
Sure.
on him to
Sure,
make
to
a
carry
run for
the
it.
title, all of them. Query and the
Is
other
there,
guy.
I mean, that's
No.
the thing that's depressing with
Blake.
him is
None of those guys panned out.
is the serving game. It just goes on.
He's
and
9 feet
on
tall,
and on
but he
on.
can't break anybody.
No, you can't. I mean, it's
So
just like, dude.
you can't break. Yeah, it's terrible.
Either the match is going to go quickly or
Yes.
he's going to just bore
Yes.
you with serves.
And he's not physically fit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
so
this
yes,
is turning
that's-
into a tennis.
but tennis
podcast,
is
dude.
great.
Tennis is great, dude. I love
Grand
tennis.
Slams are great, but go ahead.
All right, we'd be going on to ping pong if we know anything about ping pong, but we're not. Big
I like
on
ping pong. But
All right, so your baseball picks are you got that one pick.
I have the
out.
Phillies, and I also have the Angels run line that starts later tonight.
The Angels run line.
Yes.
All right. So what about and the horses? That's
Horses-
tomorrow. We got big horse races.
Big races
What do we got?
tomorrow. Well, Belmont's finishing up, and then Saratoga. I know you know Saratoga, New York.
Like in Saratoga, yeah.
Is the biggest racing besides Del Mar's money wise. They only race like 33 days.
Well, except when they go overseas to the.
I know, but I'm saying, but for the 33-day meet, Saratoga and West Coast Del Mar on the beach are the biggest money makers. And every race, big race. So they have
Big
the Whitney
races.
$1 million races and everything. So, and you
Yep.
get the best trainers and jockeys. It's fun.
And these $1 million purses lets you win more money potentially too, right? These are the races that bettors want to be involved
They
in.
want to
huh?
be involved because
Bigger pools?
Yes, you don't want when you have bigger pools because you have bigger fields and
Right.
you know the horses more because these are not. Most races are maiden races. 2-year-olds, you've never seen the horse before, never
Yeah.
started in his life. Now they do
Yeah.
have maiden special weights up there and stuff like that. But Saratoga's great. We'll talk about Saratoga, and we'll give some great winners
Next week?
on Saratoga.
All right, so
And you know they call Saratoga the graveyard for favorites because favorites never win at
Really?
Saratoga. Anyway, but go
Wow.
3 to
All
5.
right, so
down to
we're
2.
gonna. So Mike, me and you are gonna do this every week,
every Friday.
every Friday at 6 p.m.
And Dennis.
and Dennis. And next week we're gonna come with graphics. We're gonna
Well, we
we're gonna
hope.
share your what's your name? Mike is gonna actually have picks.
Picks. I'll do Saturday
And we're gonna
picks.
share. We're gonna do Saturday night.
And when football starts, we'll definitely have picks.
yes.
Because that's the best thing, the NFL. I know
Yeah,
everybody
NFL.
loves the NFL. I mean, put an NFL draft on and it beats any
Yeah.
sporting event. But go
And
ahead,
so
yes.
we're gonna share horses. We're gonna
UNLV
do
football.
all of it. This is the guy.
And the Raiders, they get to have fans now.
No,
First
you
time.
get to go to the stadium.
I went to there and got a tour of the stadium.
You did?
'Cause my
Oh,
friend works for
fantastic.
MGM. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now it's going to be nice to see a full stadium. And UNLV will play there too, but go ahead.
UNLV. I know. I saw that. UNLV.
So just a quick note on the UNLV.
Go.
The over-under, now they play 12. And now also, when you're betting over-unders, you remember the NFL is going to 17 games this year.
17 games.
Make more money.
Wow.
It used to be 16, now 17, so the over-unders have to be adjusted.
Yep.
And UNLV's over-under, they play 12 games
Mm-hmm.
or 11, whatever, 1.5. How bad can they be? Can't win
what?
2 games?
Oh, you're saying that you
That's
did
the over-under in the casinos. Is
for
1.5.
UNLV
It's the
to
lowest.
win just 2 games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible, dude.
How bad can they be?
By the way, if I'm on that team, what am I thinking?
That you're not going to go to a
Can I
bowl
have an
game.
ambulance on
You're-
standby?
You're not going to win many games.
Really?
But I think
What
I think
team-
I'm going to bet the over. I'm going to look at it a little more because I know they can beat New Mexico, and then I got to find another win somewhere
You
down
got to
the road.
win. So that's the problem. You can't find.
Well, I
another
got
win.
one. If I get one, I can.
You
Air
think
Force.
they're gonna get lucky and maybe win one more?
Yeah, they do.
Air
They
Force,
play
that-
well against Nevada, their rival.
Yeah, the Reno team.
Yeah,
huh?
the Reno team. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's for the.
That's where they
cannons.
share
Yes.
the cannon.
The Fremont cannon. They paint
Yeah,
it red. Yes.
yeah. All right,
So,
so-
anyway, yes. So football will be big coming up.
John, thank you so much for that super chat. This is David's ASMR broadcast. No, we got some real biting commentary. All right, John, Gary, hey guys, John, Gary, a lot of the same people. Linda, hello, cards. Okay, we'll just say hello to everybody. See if
Can I
there's
see
any.
them? Oh no, don't have their picture.
I booked October 13th to 15th. Oh, fantastic! Thank you, Hannah, very much. Toothpick, how you doing, Jeff? John, Matt, Steve. Hey, Mike, what's your track of choice? There you go.
Del
What's your-
Mar.
Del Mar's your favorite
But
track?
it doesn't run enough, so Santa Anita.
If it doesn't run enough,
No, it
Santa
doesn't.
Anita?
They don't have. I love Santa Anita and Del Mar.
Santa Anita.
But that's West Coast. Now the East Coast, I love Belmont. which is running right now.
Everybody loves my dice, dude.
Oh, they're kinda
Everybody
big.
loves these. Eventually, we're gonna sell these for a ton.
They're nice.
They're nice. They're old school. Oh well, listen. Don't tell them that. They're very heavy.
They're not filled with candy.
They're very heavy,
durable
dice. All right. Yeah. So 2-year suspension from Louisville. They're probably talking about Baffert, huh?
That's right. And NY and then the New York racing, they're banning him as well because he couldn't run in the Belmont.
Dude,
but he can go to the Preakness, oddly, because that's what the same track owns. San Antonio owns the Preakness.
But he's going to Preakness. Like
Well,
at
that's
that
next
point,
year. So that's the 3 races.
That's next
So
year.
he
But
can't win the Triple Crown because he can't go to
Oh,
Churchill.
he's kinda
he can't go
screwed.
to Belmont.
But he's won the Triple Crown already, right?
God.
A couple years ago? No.
I think he's won 2.
2 of them. Okay.
I think he's won the most Triple Crown races as well.
All right.
But he'll be in the Breeders' Cup. We'll talk about the Breeders' Cup. I think maybe he'll be able to go to that. We'll see.
Yes, reservation, 30-year-old challenge has to be a reservation. We don't do walk-ins on the 30-year-old challenge only because we have to set up. So there's cameras. We have to know how many cameras we need and where we need.
I already gave him all the information.
Oh, you gave him all the... Oh, Dennis is way ahead of us,
He is-
dude. He is just rocking and rolling over there.
On top
Is
of it.
David's last name Arnold? Oh, my God. Tom Arnold. That little bastard. By the way, oh, God. I wish you guys could have shared some of the moments because, Roseanne Barr, the whole
Barr.
Tom Arnold thing.
Yes, you missed that.
Tom Arnold had a high bar, so to speak. That was the
he
high
got
bar.
on our show. I don't know how he made it.
Well, he was such a great actor, dude. He was.
He got on that show, too.
Oh, he got on the bandwagon. Is what he got on. Then we got Joey. Oh my God, no Islanders.
Joey Chestnut.
Joe-
That's the hot dog eating person.
That's the hot dog. Yeah, that's the other guy. That's the guy that won it like a lot in
Right.
a row.
But now there's this new guy.
And then Matt Stoney took
Is
it,
he
and then
getting-
this
and then
Chinese
yes,
guy.
the
Yeah,
Chinese
Matt
guy.
Stoney's big, dude. He lives out here in Vegas. That's
he?
why we love the guy. I want to.
I don't wanna challenge him.
I want to see you and him eat.
Ice cream.
Dude, because
We'll try.
he ate like this monster cotton. There's a cotton candy place out here. I got to see you do this, dude.
Oh, yeah, I
They
love
make
cotton
this
candy.
monster like 3-foot high, 4-foot high cotton candy thing, and he just downed it, dude.
Pure
His poor
sugar.
friend was about to throw up, but he just like whacked it. But the thing is like that the calorie counts on some of his food challenges are through the roof, dude.
Well, ice cream has a lot of calories.
Dude,
too.
I don't know how you're alive.
Ice
in this
cream
day.
has
I
a
don't know
lot-
how do you
lot of
like how do you go to how do you have like a sphincter that works yet? I mean,
I know. I hope the Dairy Queen line's not.
yeah, no. He's
Long
a
when I leave here.
We gotta own it. If I owned a Dairy Queen, it'd just be like I'd have like reserve
You
for.
know they make the best ice cream. The soft serve.
The
come
soft
on.
serve is absolutely fantastic. Can we tell everybody why we like? Are we gonna get canceled if we say that, Dennis? Why we like?
I wouldn't lean on.
All right, let's not say it. Can I say it in a very PC way? Listen, listen
you?
here. The bigger the hand that you see coming out the drive-through window at Dairy Queen, that's the drive-through you want to go to because they want it like they like it, and that's what I'm saying. And me and Mike, if we see someone
You do have
in
to
the
scout it.
drive-through,
Yes.
we
just
pull
put
it
this way.
right over.
I'm not going to where Dennis is working at
No,
Dairy
if
Queen.
Dennis is working the drive-through window, no
No,
one
thank you.
wants that.
No, thank you.
Because he's gonna serve you this little flipping cone and go, "Oh my God, it's so big! Look at that!" and
Child-
you're gonna be like,
child
really?
portions.
Huh? What?
I ordered the adult one.
All right, here we go. Ready? Yes. Okay. Super Bowl best future bet. Who's gonna win the next
I was
Super
looking
Bowl?
about the Super Bowl. Don't bet Green Bay.
Don't bet Green Bay. We just had a poor bastard from Wisconsin here. You saying no
They're
Green
15
Bay?
to 1 now because Rodgers is not. He's not going to play for him.
Oh, really? He's out.
holding out.
Oh my God, that's
So
not
we don't
good.
know where he's going, and that's why they think he's going to go to Denver. So
Yeah.
they took the futures off board on it. I would think that I would have to look at the numbers, but off the cuff, the Ravens.
The Ravens?
Yes, you don't like the Ravens?
Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah, what's wrong
I
with
like
Ravens?
Baltimore. You know why I'm a little bit stunned? They had a reality show.
The Ravens?
The Ravens did. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
at some point with their training camp, and they always seem so discombobulated. Like
John Harbaugh's gonna
Really?
be good.
so you think the Ravens for the next Super Bowl
Well,
to win?
right now they're 16 to 1.
So right now, because
I think they're going to
because Michael talked to you about value, so he wants to get a value bet. He
The
does.
Chiefs at 4 to 1. He wanted to semi.
Well, what about Tom Brady? Is he in it?
He is.
All right. So why wouldn't you bet Destiny again? You messed that up last year,
Because he's
dude.
4 to 1. I don't want
How
4
do
to 1.
you don't want 4 to 1? That's not enough value. You can't win enough money on 4 to
4
1.
to 1. I got to
Oh
get that
my
right
God.
all the time.
I mean,
So he wants value. 16 to 1 is good value. The 49ers are 12 to 1.
really?
That's 49ers.
Who does the 49ers have? Do they have anybody?
They
What
just
are
drafted their quarterback, so I guess I don't know. I guess he's going to play one more year, your Jimmy guy, and then go to New England. I'm assuming.
He's going to go to New England?
They got a great tight end. They got a great defense. They have a great coach.
Bill's trying to pull it in together, huh?
Well,
he's trying to create another team.
He sent him over there.
Oh, really?
And now
Poor Bill.
when you're the starter and they draft a quarterback in the top 3, they trade up to get him. That tells you they didn't like you. You're not going to be that strong. He's got one more
Do you
year.
feel bad for Bill, dude?
No, because
Bill
I think
laid
he's
it all
going
out.
to do well this year.
This year?
Yeah.
He's going to make up for last year's
The
fiasco?
guy's got 6 rings.
I mean, but it's
listen,
only
in
the last
divorce-
ring that
In
counts.
the divorce, Tom Brady looks better. He married
Oh,
better.
100%.
Okay.
Tom Brady made
right
out
now, but
well.
We'll see.
He's got a bigger house. He's got more fans. That went south for Bill. Okay, let's
so
go on. Let's see.
That's
Billy Crystal gave the best eulogy for the great Muhammad Ali. That I believe 100%.
That. I believe that.
I actually think I heard some of it, to be honest with you. But he loved Muhammad Ali. He loves boxing.
He did. He loved boxing.
He loved to call
He's a
boxing.
big sports fan.
No, huge sports
Big
fan.
sports
Yeah,
fan.
I forgot about that. He was a huge boxing fan.
Yes. Oh,
But Billy Crystal is one of those guys who you gotta love. Billy Crystal.
Who doesn't like him?
I mean,
He's
I
like
don't
a saint.
No, he really is.
You don't
he's
like
one of those
puppies
guys-
and ice cream. You don't like him.
literally.
I mean, literally.
Because everybody else has got some taint. He's
Nothing.
got no taint.
He's a saint.
He literally is a saint, dude. How do you not know? Okay, all the Nets got hurt. Okay, hey guys, focus. I know, poor Gary here. Focus.
It's
yeah, it's
difficult
all over
for
the
us.
place. I know.
Difficult.
Do you have any open tires? Time? Oh, we're going on to the challenge. Is that you answering them, Dennis? All right. Well, here, let's get to the end of it. 49er ain't winning. Oh, we have microphone issues.
No, it's because Mike, when he moved away.
Oh, I did. I
is it-
apologize.
So, what do you think about the 49ers? You have 49ers.
Like I said, they're 12-1. I assume that Jimmy's going to start.
Yeah.
I mean, he did get him to the Super Bowl, and 2 years ago they should have beat the Chiefs if he made one pass. So they have a great defense. They got a great tight end. They have a great coach. 12-1 is a good value on him.
Really?
I mean, they're in a very tough division. Obviously, the Rams went and got another quarterback. They swapped quarterbacks, got rid of Goff. So I think it's a very difficult division.
All right. So here's the thing. Ready? Let's go. Someone's wanting you to say that the Dallas Cowboys.
18-1. I wouldn't bet the Cowboys with your money.
18-1. Isn't that value, dude? What's
They
going on?
play in the
with
worst
value?
division, and they can't even win their division.
Wow,
now, Zach
really?
is back. Now they're healthy, and they have a
Man.
new defensive coordinator.
So
That's
he was
great.
right when he said you're a hater, a Dallas hater, huh? You just can't because they just.
Well,
What's there to hate?
they're
What's
8-8
there to like?
every year, for God's sakes. They haven't won in 20, 30 years.
But they got a
But
fantastic
they're Americans
stadium.
team, and they got a good, big promo, and they play in the terrible division.
Their owner's rich as hell.
Yes, and he's a promoter.
Yeah.
We talk about the Cowboys, and they can't win 8 games.
Hey, what's that quarterback that they invested all that money and time
Zach,
into?
he got hurt, but now he's back. So he's got. Hopefully, he's healthy. Their
Healthy.
defense still stinks. So
Really?
I don't. And they play in a terrible division. I think maybe Washington might win the division with their defense, depending
Really?
on if Fitzpatrick can play well. But yeah, I'm not high on the Cowboys, but
All right, here let's just feed into all this angst because people love that, dude. This is all these sports people at home. They're getting out there. They're just cringing away. They're getting out their little gummy bears, and they got them. All right, so you ready?
Go ahead.
Here we go. Derek says Dallas Cowboys are Super Bowl bound.
I say Derek needs to lay off the Maui Wowie. Is it legal? Is it legal where he's at?
Derek's a little bad. We don't know if we love or hate Derek. Derek owes me dinner. I owe him dinner or something like this.
Well, if he's going to
It's one
feed
of
us,
those
we love
things.
Derek.
Jasmine. He owes us dinner at Jasmine, dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Jasmine.
Well, I'm going to rethink
glad
that
you-
Cowboys thing.
That's a good eating. All right,
a good
when he
eat.
says Dak is back. Dak is back.
Who is?
Dak.
Zach is back. He was injured
Zach.
last year. There's
Yeah.
a quarterback. Yes.
Zach.
Prescott.
Okay, that's
yes.
what he means.
So obviously, they have the best quarterback in the division. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, so someone asked, can I get a coupon for the Ravens? I think they want a betting coupon. So you think Ravens need?
Well, he asked me for a value, 16-1. Come on.
That's
So look at
value?
the division. The Steelers ain't gonna happen. Okay?
Really? Wow.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah. Is that really?
okay. You like the Browns and the Bengals? I'll take the Ravens going to the playoffs, hosting the playoff game, and see. I mean, the Bills don't scare me. Obviously, you got to go through the Chiefs. We understand that. But he wanted value. He don't want 4-1. He wants 16-1. 100
here-
gets you 1,700. Come on. We're in the banks. Don't give you that.
All right, so here, Seahawks go 12th.
Seahawks do worry me. Listen, that's a tough division.
Seahawks?
Yeah, I'll have to look at the over-unders now because of the 17 games.
Hmm.
I might take the Seahawks over, depending on what it's going to be. Yeah, Seahawks they're a good team. I'm a big Pete Carroll fan, so, and Russ, I'm a big Russ fan, so yeah.
Maybe.
What's their odds?
I don't know. You got the 4.
You might know it off here.
Yeah, 22,
22 to 1, yeah, there's
22
value there.
to 1, that's value.
There's value in there.
Look
If you
at
think
that.
the Rams aren't going to be great with their defense and Matthew Stafford,
Right.
now, granted, they got a quarterback now, then, yeah, 22 to 1 is great value.
So would you want to bet that now? I mean, is
You have
now
to
a
bet
time?
it before. You got to bet it before they're 8-0. It doesn't do any good
Yeah,
when
right.
they're 8-0. Yes,
All right, ready?
it's called a future.
All right, so Tom Brady loses to the Cowboys this year.
Ooh, I'm going to say Tom Brady beats the Cowboys.
Wow. I think that's Derek. Derek still. Derek. God, dang it, Derek. And Mr. Kendo just goes straight to the Cowgirls question mark. So you
Cowgirl.
think so? The
That's
cheerleaders
what
are
they
going
call
to do it.
No, they call them cowgirls. Teams that people don't like that, so they're making fun
Oh,
of Cowboys.
I
Instead
see.
of calling them the Cowboys,
Yeah,
they call them the Cowgirls.
because everybody's paying more attention to the cheerleaders.
No, because they're saying that they're bad.
No, yeah,
That's
no,
what,
I
that's
get
what
that.
Dallas haters do.
Washington football team is winning the Super Bowl. There's
Well,
one.
I think they're going to win the NFC Super Bowl. That's a big stretch. It all depends on how Fitzpatrick plays. They have a great defense, and we'll see. I don't disagree. That's great value, but that's a stretch.
Okay, the defensive coordinator is the former Atlanta Falcons.
That's
head
true.
coach.
Quinn. Yes, Quinn.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So there's
He's
some,
new. He's new because their defense was so bad.
Really? They had to shake things up. That's the thing about NFL
Yes.
is they're
They
constantly
fire
moving
you. They
people
fire
around.
you.
You get fired like on a
McCarthy's
minute's
only in his
notice.
second year. He won the Super Bowl. He came
Yeah.
in, he brought his friend, dad friend, long story short, that defense
Isn't that
coordinator.
a lot of stress, dude? Like quite literally, like
They're-
that's a lot of stress.
They're
dude.
paid well.
They are paid well.
$7-8 million bucks.
Yeah, right.
5-6. Yes. So yes, if the Cowboys can play defense, and if Quinn is the answer, then you got a shot.
All right. What
I
about
don't
the
think-
Titans?
I'm going to say, I hate to say overrated, but yeah, I'm going to
Really?
say overrated.
Overrated.
I mean, they have my favorite player, Derrick Henry. I love him.
Yeah. And okay, Gary Benson, what's the over/under on the Jaguars?
I'll have to look it up. I don't have it here now. We'll get it to you next week. That's interesting because it's, Urban Meyer's first year. I know
Well,
he knows
yeah.
that. And they have the Heisman Trophy winner.
Heisman Trophy winner.
I don't know. We're
really.
going to see. I'm going to see. I don't know. I'm going to say it's tough. 5 or 6.
Really?
I mean, we'll see. I'll look at it. I'll let you know next week.
Yeah, next Friday.
I'll
All right,
bring
good.
all the over/under.
All right. Any other questions? We'll sit here for like a minute and see where we go. We always have the one hater come over to the channel.
Oh,
we have
no.
one guy. he switches over. Bam. What's there? I mean, what? We.
You can't please them all.
Dude, we were pretty focused. We were all over
I
the
thought
place
we were
for a
focused.
second. We were pretty
Yeah.
focused, dude. We'll have to focus some more
Yes.
next time. Yeah,
I'll
this
have
is
to
the problem.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
that's Dennis's job.
So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this. Wait here. Oh, you know what? Thanks for the opening day chip and lanyard last Sunday, David. Oh, you're welcome, Ryan. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hey, one of the things we're gonna be doing, by the way, after this. Not every week, but every other
right,
week,
yes.
we're going to go on a strip walk. So if you
Dairy
happen to
Queen
be
run.
in town, it could be a Dairy Queen. Is there a Dairy Queen on the strip? Dude?
There is in Excalibur downstairs.
Is there? Oh, there really is. Oh, so he would know where all the DQs are. We could walk
Orange
all the way to
Julius.
Excalibur.
Orange Julius,
Ooh, that's going to be a little bit of a battle, dude. Good luck with that one. We're going to take an Uber back. I might make it there, but coming back might be a stretch. But anyways,
That's true.
so one of the things we wanted to do is we're going to do two things. One is after this show, we are going to do a strip walk. Mike here eats all that food and walks it off by literally walking everywhere. Walks
walk.
a lot of miles every day. He's known to walk a lot of the sports books. Like he'll
All
start
of
at
them.
Bally's.
All
I used
of
to
them.
drop him
Whole
off at
strip.
Bally's.
Whole strip.
And he would walk the whole strip
Treasure Island all the way down to Mandalay Bay.
and to get the best line. So he would want to, even if it was a couple points, whatever the case
half
was.
a point, not a couple points, half a point.
Half a point. Yeah, half a
deal.
point. So we're going to walk the strip. We're going to do that every Friday night here in Vegas. We did one earlier when we had like the grand opening type of thing. We had like 30 people, 35 people with us. But we're hoping to make it a regular thing. So those of you that come into town on Friday, we're going to have this podcast 6 to 7 p.m. every Friday.
Yeah.
And then every other Friday, we'll let you know in advance. We're going to leave here after the podcast, probably 8 p.m. We're going to set out from Fashion Show, and we're going to walk and pick a casino, maybe pick a sports book, who knows. At the end of the season, the beginning of each season, me and Mike are going to pick somebody from one of the fans or one of the people that actually watch our show on a regular basis. We're going to come up with some kind of word or some kind of, kind of cool way for you guys to engage. And we're going to take you out to eat with us. So you can pick Mike's brain and see how really Mike is like
And eat.
fabulous and eat. We'll go someplace where you guys can mukbang the hell out of some steak. Probably a Brazilian steakhouse is really the only way to go.
Yeah.
Because Mike could eat just
keep bringing that
just-
meat.
Yeah, just
Skip
keep
the salad bar. No,
just-
thank you.
Yeah, no salad for Mike at the unlimited steak. So we'll take you guys out to eat. We'll take someone out to eat, maybe you and a special someone, whatever the case is. And you'll get to know Mike as I know Mike, and you pick his brain. He's a fabulous sort of resource of information, and there's that. All right, so here's the thing. All right, let's get back to a few last-minute questions, and then we'll post all this stuff.
I'm getting hungry.
Oh, and one guy wants to make sure you know that William the Fridge Perry is still alive. That was a.
Hey, I like that guy. That means he saw the other one.
No, he did. That's a fan from.
Absolutely.
Maybe not a fan, but someone who.
Not a fan.
You
a
called
moderator.
A moderator, yeah. You
monitor. He's a monitor.
You called us out on that one.
That's
dude.
true.
And
That's
you know what's interesting is some of the other commentary you guys had on sports. Some of it was Mike actually did. It was actually outside of that one, which is a huge faux pas.
That was a faux pas,
Yeah,
especially
that-
to his family and loved ones.
no,
yes.
and we loved. I mean,
I love the Fridge.
The Chicago Bears, dude. I
The
literally
Bears.
was in high school
The
at
Bears.
the time. I think I was a senior.
Yes.
And everybody watched that. It was so fantastic. I mean,
Buddy
we were-
Ryan was one of my favorite people.
And they did the Bears Shuffle. Remember,
Yes,
they
on
did that whole
Saturday
shuffle
Night
on
Live, they were on
MTV. It
Sunday.
went on. Yeah, it was a fantastic
the
thing.
guy
dude.
from Cheers, the Bears.
So those of us in the
Yes.
same age brackets, we remember that really fondly.
1986, I believe.
It was 85 or 86?
85 Bears.
85,
they were
yeah.
good all the way through there.
So just fantastic memories, dude. I
Mike
remember,
Ditka.
and my whole, all my friends, we sat down, we watched that game,
Oh, the best.
and to see him run a touchdown, just see him walk over with all those guys just thrown on him. and
I
just
remember when he
boop,
played at
boop, boop.
Clemson.
Really? Wow. Yeah, that's right. You're a little older than me, dude. So your memories are
Maybe
a bit
like a
skewed
year or
little
two.
older. Yeah. Okay. Just so we put that out there. The background brick doesn't line up because it's look at that, it doesn't line up at all. Yeah, no, I guess the brick
Timmy,
layer was a little bit
Dennis, can you get on that?
stopped at Planet 13 before he headed over.
Move the brick.
Yeah, Korean barbecue for Mike.
Yes.
No, he would love it. There's a few. We'll
Yes.
have to go to a few. We'll do that. We'll go to like
Well, the Brazilian steakhouse in the town center. I don't know what it is.
There's one right here at Fashion Show they have now. By the
do
way,
they?
it's right out front,
Oh,
and we'll have to check it out.
Brazil. What is it called? Brazil. I don't
But
know.
you can mukbang the hell out of some
Oh.
Korean barbecue, dude.
I was
The
just
thing
up-
is, I can't cook it. I don't know how to cook this stuff.
Well, there's Korean barbecue restaurants.
We have our own Korean though, so we'll bring
Oh,
Alex
yeah.
along.
There we go.
We have. That's right. Hey, listen, we got a Mexican for the Mexican restaurants. We got a
Oh, I
Korean
love
for the
burritos.
Korean.
Love burritos.
We got Timmy can
and
take
fried
us to
ice
Thai-
cream. Give them
Ooh,
some fried ice cream.
Fried ice cream. Yeah. Okay.
If you
Good.
never had it, you should.
We got to fix the brick. All right. We don't talk about the T word. What does he talk about? The T word?
The person before him, see, look at that comment. He's talking
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that is absolutely. Is that a four letter? No, that's not a four.
What
I
is
can't
it?
wait. Go Cowboys! Derek is like, can't wait to prove you wrong.
Well, you
Oh,
have
the
in the last
Cowboys.
20 years, but maybe
Derek is, he's a little.
Cowboy fans are.
something going on
And there's a
over
lot of
there.
Cowboy fans. Cowboy Nation. I mean, it's America's team.
He's a pudding guy. You know what I mean? He's a pudding guy, and I'm thinking maybe a little extra whipped cream on the pudding
All
kind
right,
of thing.
all right.
And
That's
you
the
know,
good thing about sports. Times always tells.
Yeah, time always tells.
But you're in a weak division, so you got it
Dude,
made.
I called the Super Bowl, just so you know. Okay, I
Oh,
called it.
the big game. You
The
didn't call
big
it the big
game.
game.
Oh, my bad. The big game. I called it the big game. God, we're gonna get sued now.
On YouTube, you can say Super Bowl.
Oh, on
Oh,
YouTube.
nice.
Thank you,
Nice.
Jesus.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys. So we appreciate it. And again,
Absolutely.
feel free to like and subscribe. Let us know if you enjoyed this. We will stay more on topic next time. We're going to format the show. We're going to stay focused on sports. We're going to make it about you. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to share your lines. We're going to share why Mike likes the lines. You may not agree. You may agree. I know sports fans are very emotionally
They
connected.
are, and that's the beauty of sports.
That's it. You guys are gonna-
Passion. That's what they call fan fanatic. But go ahead.
Yeah, fan fanatics. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. I can't wait until we'll figure out some regular way. I think like every finals, like every end finals, we'll take someone out. We'll take a fan out to eat. We'll
Absolutely.
schedule it when you're out here in Vegas, and we'll have a great time. Maybe we'll vlog it if you guys are up to filming it, kind of thing, and we'll have a good time. But thank you so much. Thank
Perfect.
you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank
Show
you.
number 1.
See you next week.
All right, see you guys next week. Next Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At 8 p.m., we're going for a walk down the strip behind. Just meet us outside Macy's Men's. 8 p.m. next Friday. What do you think? Good stuff.
Perfect.
See you guys. Bye. We should